DYU. This is the DYU C9, and this, like I said, this is a bike for going to the grocery store. You can put a basket on the front, put a lot of groceries on this thing for sure, and very easy to very easy to ride. So, all right, I'm gonna put it in. Let's put it in passive assist 1, and we'll just pedal a little bit. Yeah, just really nice and easy. I've got a dual motor bike, and it just hauls butt and tons of power. But this thing here is just this is in its happy place right here. You know, this type of trail, this type of weather, very nice. All right, Dad Random here, and I have got a bike review for you today. And this bike here is the DYU, and this is the C9. So I've been picking up these projects that have been allowing me to learn about different types or styles of bike. This one is actually a kind of a town cruiser. It is a kind of a hauling bike, so it's basically a bike made so you can just cruise around town. It's got cargo space, it's got a lot of add-ons. So, all right, so let's open it up and let's put it together. All right. These are the tools that I usually bring with me. Right there, that kit pretty much has all of the specific hex wrenches that I'm going to need, and then basically a strap cutter. Pretty much that's it. But this is one that I use and I count on a lot, besides the tools that are in the box. One of the things I like to do when I assemble my bike is I like to cut the box down and then use the box itself as a platform. You're not supposed to do that, but I'm all in every time I build a bike. So what I'm going to do is cut down the front, and then I don't have to lift the bike out of the box. They say you're supposed to keep the box just in case, but all right. So cool. Usually these come with more of an aggressive off-road tread. I think these bikes need to have more street tires. I think this is probably more practical. So there's the tire. I do have a couple of different inflators that I'll be showing you. I have an electric inflator. Here's an inflator that many of these bikes, sometimes they come with. I haven't even taken this out of the package. This is a manual inflator. And this is a Gred Pro battery powered inflator, which is what I'm going to. So this is the Gred Pro. This one's really nice. The reason why I like this one, really simple. All the buttons up front, everything is nice, easy. It's got a battery backup. So this is a really nice inflator. Being a bike reviewer, I get a lot of these inflators, and this one is probably one of the best. See, it's got a couple inputs. There's the company Gred Pro. So pretty cool. Output and accessory light. So this bike is green. I've never had a green one. I always get a black or something like that, something very neutral, but this will be cool, kind of cool. I'm actually thinking about getting a little bit more colorful with my bikes. I'm actually looking at one that's orange right now. So DYU, I like it when companies will do this. They'll, add little add-ons to say, hey, check your air. This has actually got a lot of air in it. That's pretty good. I gotta do a little research. I'll be right back. All right, my research is over. All right, so anyway, I'm gonna go grab, sometimes they do come with a multi-tool. This is a really nice one. Check that out. I like it when companies come with a really cool multi-tool and like real 10 millimeters, 17 millimeters. That's actually a really nice little wrench right there. That doesn't look cheap at all. I try to use them if they're, if I need them. Usually it's for putting on things like the pedals. But yeah, I did put it on upside down. I just got to flip it over. So it wasn't that hard. And there is an instruction manual. And yes, use it. It will be helpful. There it is right there. Very simple. The simpler the instruction manual, it really does not require that much thinking. So. Right here, this is the front wheel lock. So this is what connects the front wheel, and that is in the accessory pack. And it will replace this. So you got to line up the brake caliper here with the side of the brake. So it'll be on this side. We should just put the light on, and then that'd be the safest place for it, which would be assembled. So we got to think upside down and backwards. Okay, the light should be this direction, just like this. Okay, critical time. Let's connect the front wheel up. It shouldn't be that tough. Biggest thing is making sure, once again, we line up the brake caliper. And that's probably where we're going to see the most, have the most of our fun. There we go. It works pretty good right there. Set it right in there. That was easy. That was pretty simple. That is a good idea, by the way, for them to do that. That's spacer. Is there a better way to put this in? I don't see it. I would rather have this part away from the brake caliper because I have to do a lot of adjusting a lot, and I've got already enough going on this side of the wheel that I would probably put my cam lock on this side, and then the locking bolt on this side. Pretty easy. You got that, Steve? My dog Steve is such a good boy. He's such a good boy. Right, so we're just letting it sit in there. We're not going to do any, you shouldn't have to do anything. The wheels should be ready to go. Yeah, it's right, they're ready to go. You want to snug it up with the hand tight. All right, and on the back side, just show you really quick. On the back side, you have the cam right there, this cam. So you snug up this side, and then you pull the cam, and if it doesn't pull, just loosen it a little bit. So I'm going to loosen it a little bit more, loosen it a little bit, and you want it so it will completely collapse. So a little bit further, and you'll see that eventually the cam nut will now. Probably want to have this go backwards just for, I'd say, looks and aerodynamics. So I'm going to move this up and just flip it this way and have it go backwards there. So you see how that goes back like that? And yeah, we're good. I think we're good there. So it looks like we can turn it upright and put it on its wheels, and we can start to remove the rest of the protective covering. Okay, To front fender or not to front, that may be where my lock nut goes. Yes, if you go through one puddle, you'll be wishing you had your front fender. So I'm just going to be quite honest. You know, you can be into the coolness. I don't think it's cool to be have mud all over your all over the front of your shirt, you know, after you've been shopping. Because sometimes they use the same screw to hold the light and the front fender. So that's my guess, is that the fender and the light. I'm going to go check, do a little research. I'll be right back. All right, my initial thoughts were right. This is both screws. So we have to remove it and get this thing connected up to the light screw. So, all right, gosh, that's kind of interesting how that goes. I probably should have put this on first. That's the problem, is the wheel. Okay, here's actually a really important fact, is the wheel is actually in the way of putting on this. So I'm gonna have to take the wheel off temporarily. So we're gonna have to go like this and do a wheel removal. Yep. So I can get the fender on. Otherwise I won't be able to get it. I don't think I'll be able to get it through here without messing up. I don't want to scrape anything. Let's see, can I get the, yeah, I don't want to scratch the paint. So it'll take me a second just to take the wheel off. So you just go like that, just loosen that up, set that aside, put it down, and then bring this back in. Everything should be aligned. It looks good. The wheel looks lined up. Everything looks snug. Front wheel looks pretty lined in. One of the things you want to make sure is alignment. But like I said, these companies are getting better and better at just making them ready. I mean, you just don't have to do much anymore when you're assembling them. You don't have to think as much. Back when, like I said, when these bikes were we were first putting them together, they were a little more tricky. And this one's not tricky at all. This one's pretty straightforward. There's a nice rack. Look at that. There's our luggage rack and our rear taillight. I'll take this off. All right, kind of it's our ceremonial last cut. There it is. We're almost ready. All right, look what I found. Found that little washer. I'm telling you, this is a good way of doing it, man. Can stay on there. So all I've got left to do is to put on the pedals. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get those on. Very simple. They're marked right and left, and it goes with your hands right and left. So this is the left side pedal, and you will screw it on by hand, and this one, and they screw the same direction. Here's the right one. So they always go this way, so they're never loosening when you're riding. All right, so let's get this down on there. All right, that piece is molded for this. Let's get the screws in. And we will put a washer out. Now we are one washer short, and I will go find one. I've got one in my miscellaneous parts. Okay, I'm gonna need to get one more washer and I will be right back. All right, I did find a washer a little bit bigger. I have to add more washers to my miscellaneous part bin. Tire pressure does usually need to come up. I always suggest using a lower tire pressure. You know, and well, I think the recommendation is like 40 psi or something like that. We also have a connection. So we do have a light, and it's directional, and the little key goes to the top. There we go. And it looks like that's out of the spokes. All right, I think we're done. I think that's everything. I think we can start charging and get it right on here, but we should probably check the brakes. All right, there's the rear derailleur and the rear tire. 25 to 45 psi right there. We'll get those tires right. Shimano rear derailleur. We've got a bike rack. This bike is a 750 watt. This is a 15.4 amp hour battery, 48 volts. So that's very typical for bikes like this. We've got pedals that collapse. We've got a bike that does fold. We've got looks like a seat with adjustment, and looks pretty dang comfortable. I'd say that was a pretty comfortable seat. And here's our front. We've got a front light right there. Front reflector. We've got an accessory connectors, so we can connect the front basket. Collapsible handlebars, fully adjustable front handlebars, so this can go from a mountain bike style all the way up to a cruising style. Right and left rear and forward brakes. There is our electronics, which we will adjust, and of course we can adjust our handlebars. There is our gear shifter right there. Gear shifter. Looks like our handlebars need to twist just a hair. We'll do that. But what a sharp bike. Very sharp. But very nice. Everything. Look at those tires right there. Those are road tires. They started to put road tires on a lot of these bikes. Front and rear fenders. We have a step-through design. She is ready to go. Quiet operation. About 60 degrees today. Not wearing my helmet. I'm way farther than I usually go. I'm a pretty avid helmet wearer. I do believe you should, you know. I'm really very capable, very confident rider, but even then, you just never know. Safety wise, you just never know. But yeah, every once in a while I'll get out like today. And you got the 28 or 26, 27 inch bikes like the ones that just passed me. Price wise, this is way more affordable. But like I said, this is a daily cruiser. This is the kind of bike you have in your garage. You run down to the store, you go down to the dollar store, you hit the sandwich shop. You need to make a quick trip to the grocery store, a couple miles. This thing is always, ready to go, charged up. Yeah, you kick it down and you're, easily going 22, 23, 24, 26. There we go. All right. That's a little too fast for this bike. There's bikes that you can buy for about $400 that don't have as good a feel as this one. It's doing a really good job going uphill. From 17 miles an hour, 16. I had to get on it today. I absolutely had to get on it. I had to get on this bike. I couldn't just leave it sit in my garage after I charged the battery up and not get on it. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Get a full speed run right now. Full speed on it. Let's go down. Full speed run. Full speed run. Full speed run. Full speed run. 21, 22, and we can lock down the brakes. That's pretty good. Not a bad lockdown. Not bad at all. All right, let's take her home. All right, we're gonna take it out tomorrow too. We'll get a couple of rides on it. Maybe another one this afternoon. Still pretty early, but very fun bike. It's absolutely a lot of fun. So, all right, we're back.